So the first step to use a photo studio, you need to upload some models in the enterprise catalog so that you have something to shoot, right? So all the products you want to take photos or videos in the studio, you have to upload them to the enterprise catalog first. So let's take a look. First, you can go to enterprise catalog products, and here we have the furniture catalog. So the name is furniture, but you can upload any 3D models here. So not only furniture like a sofa, a chair, a table, you can also upload some appliances like TV, refrigerator, an oven, or maybe some interior finishes, the floor, the wall decor, or some pictures, some mirrors, or whatever. Anyway, so if it's a 3D model, you can upload it here. And now let's go inside to see what are the different categories. Okay, so you can click furniture, and here you can upload the models. And all the models will be defaultly go to new products folder. Okay, so you can only see the new product folder, but the folders here like table, bed, sofa, these ones are created by me. So you can create new folder or a new category, right? And later when you upload the models, you can move them to a different folder so that it will be easier for you to find where they are, okay? All right, so let's upload the model, for example. You can drop the files or you can upload from your computer. All the models will be uploaded to new products folder. And you can upload up to 20 models at a time. So if you have more than 20 models, like 30, 35, you have to upload them in different times, okay? So 20 at a time. And each file should not exceed 200 megabytes. So sometimes I hear people complaining that why can't I upload my models? Because it's too big, right? So pay attention to the size limit. And here we accept 6 different formats. So you can upload MAX, RAR, ZIP, FBX, GLB, and SKP. So it doesn't matter what kind of software you use to create these models, as long as they are by the limits of the size and the formats, you can upload them successfully. So I will upload one here. Maybe this armchair. If you upload 20, they will be all listed here on the same page. And while it's processing, you can change the name. So give it a name you want. And here you can find all the model category. So you can not only upload a single piece of furniture, but some kitchen bus, house appliances, lighting, decoration, interior finish, suspended ceiling, door, accessory, furniture, others. You see, we have so many things you can upload. As long as it's a 3D model, it's fine. So for the armchair, we will choose furniture, sofa, and armchair, right? And you can also give it a location. The armchair, we will put it on the floor. So it's a floor furniture, right? Okay, so floor furniture. Then you just need to wait it to process. Okay, so you can submit model, and then we can check. Okay, it's here still rendering in the new product folder. And when it's finished, like this one is exactly the same. So when it's finished, you can click here, the 3 dots, and move it to a different folder if you want to, right? Okay, and when you finish uploading the model, you can also make some further addition. So we can click on the model and go to the edit page here, right? So you can still change the name if you want to. And for the status, we can check showing 2 log dimensions products, right? So a new uploaded model will be automatically have show into and product checked because we need to use it and it is a product in our enterprise catalog, right? But for log dimensions, you can choose if you need it or not. Because all the models, you can actually change them into random sizes as you want. Make it bigger, make it smaller. But if you don't want to change it, you can also lock the dimension, so you won't be able to change it, right? And for some others, like the SKU, product number, the brand, the tag, the label, the dimension, material price, e-commerce link, or description. So all these things you can fill in according to the own situation, right? So you have to do this part by yourself. And when we finish, we can click save. Right, so this page, I think, is quite easy. You just fill in the general information about this model. And for the second is something very useful. For example, you have the exactly same armchair, but in a different color or in a different material. So you don't have to upload another one. You can just change the texture of the component. So you can click here, edit. Okay, and for this one, we have two parts. You see this part, the seat part, and also the leg part, you see. And if you want to change the seat into a different texture, you can upload one, okay, from local, from your computer, or from the library, from the textures that you have already uploaded into the library. So you can choose maybe this green one and then confirm. So this pink one I added before, and now we add one more green one. So instead of the original black leather material, you can change it into other textures or other colors. So you see, here is the green one, right? You can save, or you can generate a new product. Or we can change to the pink one like this, you see? And if you want to change the leg into another material, you can also click here to add one more component texture. Okay, so we can save, right? And for this one, we have the original texture, and we have two more options, the green and the pink one, right? Okay, so now we have finished everything we need for the products we want to shoot. Let's check. So from my library, I have so many things, each different folder, right? And then later, when you go to the photo studio here, and you can find all the things in your enterprise catalog. Okay, so now we are ready for the products. Let's go to photo studio. For the photo studio, you have two ways to enter. You can first choose a product and then choose a studio. Or you can choose a studio first and then a product. So this one depends on your own preference. There is no difference, only the order is different, right? So it depends on which one you want to choose first. I will choose the product first, okay? So let's see. Just wait for a little bit. Okay, what's the problem? Let me open your page. Oh, okay, here we go. Right, so you can add the products. Or you see I've already have some products added, like the sofa, the bed, and some of them I already created the studio, the album of the photos or the videos, right? So you can just click here, add product. So it will show you exactly the folders I created just now, right? And for anything you want to take the pictures, maybe this one, so I can confirm. It will be added here, you see? And for all the products you added already, you can choose the studio for the next step, right? Because the photos and the video will take a longer time to generate. So I will show you, maybe I will show you this one. I already have the album, so you can see how it really looks like, okay? So we will use this bed 19 as example. When you import it to the studio, you can click here, studio. And this time we are going to choose a suitable studio for the bed to shoot, right? And by choosing the studio, you can search by different style. So we have American style, modern style, contemporary, luxury, or whatever. So you can choose a different style, or you can choose by the space. Is it for a living room scene or a bedroom scene or whatever? And you can also choose by the main commodity color. So the main commodity means the main products you want to shoot. In this case, it means the bed, right? Okay, so here it will give you some recommendations that are suitable for the bed theme. You see, these are all the bedroom, right? Showing you the bed. So you can choose from here. By default, or the new one, or the hottest. Okay, so that is just different searching condition, right? And the technique or the secret to choose a very suitable studio is you not only choose the one you like or the style it matches. Of course, these two are very important, right? So you need to choose the same style, and you also need to choose the one you like, right? But except these two conditions, you need also to consider about the main commodities, color, and texture. Why do I say so? Because for each of the studio, we have the preset lighting. And for the lighting, you cannot change by yourself. So like for example, this one, you can see the whole background is very dark. It's black and red. And the bed inside is blue and what is that color? Dark green color. So anyway, the background and the commodity itself are very dark, right? So it will give you a less reflection. But if you exchange into the bed we want to shoot, it's a white one. So white will get higher reflection. So that's why sometimes people choose a studio and they found the photos are not as good as they imagine, or not as good as the effect photos we show here. That's because the products you want to shoot has a different color or different texture, so it will give you a different effect. So in order to have a perfect effect, the best way is to consider not only your own preference or the style, but also pay attention to the color and the texture. So we have a wide cotton or the lining texture of this bed. So try to find something with similar color or similar texture. So I think the first one or the third one might be better, because you can see the bed inside looks very similar to the one we have. But if you choose something like this or something like this one, that won't give you the 100% perfect effect, right? Anyway, so I think I will choose this one. Okay, you can click photo or video, but I will show you photo first and then video. Okay, so let's click on video, photo, sorry. Let's click on photo. All right, on the right side, this is the target, the bed we want to shoot, right? On the right side is the main commodity in the original studio. And from here, you can see this is the studio's name, YR02210913. And here are some details about it. The preset angle, there are 13 different angles. So later I will show you, you will find certain bed and not change. Okay, so this one you cannot change. And what are the 13 angles? Let's take a look together. I think this is enough for you to check everywhere of the bed, right? And you can see from different angles. And the easiest way to take the photos is to click shoot now. And you will just replace your bed. And you will get 13 renderings exactly the same like these ones, but just with your product, okay? So you can click shoot now. And you will come to this page. You can give your album a new name, right? And here it will also remind you the quota it will cost you. So how do we count the quota? If you shoot one product, that costs one quota. But if I have already make a photo and I want to choose a different studio, make more album, make more photos, that won't cost you any quota. So no matter how many times you shoot, as long as it's the same product, it will only cost you one quota. So yeah, it's very customer friendly, right? Okay, so you can just give it a new name and create shoot. Then you will get exactly 13 different renderings. And the rendering may take a while, maybe 1 hour or 2 hours, because we have 13, right? Or less time, I'm not sure, I didn't actually do the timing, okay? But I can show you, the photo later. Okay, so that is the first way. You don't have to do anything, you just click shoot, and you will get 13 renderings in different angles. Okay, so that is one. Another thing, sometimes you may ask, what if I don't like this angle? I want to move the camera a little bit closer, or I want to get a wider view or whatever, right? So can I adjust the camera angles? Yes, you can. Or some people may also have the questions like, I don't need 13 renderings. That's too many for me. Can I choose 5 of them, or can I choose 3 of them, right? So you may have this kind of question, right? How can we solve these two problems? You can click camera setting. So once you enter camera setting, okay, so once you click camera setting, even if you don't adjust the camera, so let's forget about changing the different angle. So even if you don't want to change the angle, here you can actually choose not the 13, but choose the 2, 5 ones you want. So just enter camera setting, click confirm. You see here, you can pick the angles. So you don't have to choose all the 13 or 14 different ones. So you can choose any angles you like and just shoot the selections, okay? So this is where you can select the angles you want, not all of them. And here you can also adjust the angle by yourself to have your own very unique angle. For example, this one, the first one, okay? So here you can see the camera settings. This is the composition scale. If you want a wider view, you can get 16:9, it's like this. 9:16, the narrow one, when you try to focus on one part. All some others 4:3, 3:4. All the original one, we have 1:1, right? So you can choose. You can change into a different composition scale. And the next, you can also change the camera vision. So now it's 33. It's very close. It's eye vision. And you can get it bigger. Like this. So from this one, 60 is the standard. And here is the eye vision, 30 is the eye vision. And then you can also get wide vision, but not too wide. When you drag it like this, you see the best size is actually look very unnatural. So we suggest no more than 80. After 80, the vision will be too big and it will look very unnatural, very unreal. Okay, so this is the eye vision, very close. And you can also choose the angle of the camera. So it means this one, right? So now we are taking the photo from the top. And you can also get it like this, different angle. And also here we have the height of the camera. So now the camera is here, nearly, it's almost at the ceiling. It's like you're shooting from the ceiling. But if you don't want the camera to be this high, you can also move it down, right? Like this, okay? So you can do the settings for the vision, the angle, the height. Or you can use the clipping function. The clipping function means you can actually put the camera far away, but move the lens closer. You see, like this. So you can change, okay? And here we also have the camera correction. It will give you a very slight change of the camera. So on the basis of your setting, it will move a little bit to make it perfect, okay? All right, so here is where you can adjust your own angle. And you can also adjust the angles one by one to get the ones you want, right? Okay, and when you finish, you can click confirm and shoot the photos, okay? All right, so for this part, I will just leave. I'm not going to save it. That is the camera setting, right? So let me give a little conclusion. You can click shoot now, which means you don't have to do anything. You directly get 13 renderings, or you can click camera settings. Here, you can either choose different renderings you want, different numbers of renderings you want, or you can actually adjust the angle of the cameras to get your own ones, right? And we also have the last one you can use. This edit means to edit the studio itself. So in the studio, we can see the bed, the nightstand, the lamp, the rug, the floor or whatever. But when you click edit, you can change all of these things. Okay, let me click one more time. Okay, all right. So here we go. This will be actually enter like the floor planner. If you have used it, they will be exactly the same like the floor planner. So here, what you can do is you can actually change the design of the studio. For example, if you don't want this nightstand, you can delete it, right? Or you can replace it with another one. Maybe, yeah, if you like this black one, you see, you can replace it with another one, okay? And you can also add one more thing. No, for example, maybe I want a sofa, this one, you see? You can also add one more thing, move it to the where you want it to be, right, like this. Okay, so here you can do, you can use your creativity and do the design by yourself. Okay, so you can delete any models you don't want. You can replace any models, or you can add more models. Or what's more, you can also replace the material. For example, the bed is white, right? And if you don't want a white one, let's see. For example, I want to change this part. You can choose this yellow one. You see, it will be changed into a different material. And these pillows, let's get these ones, right, like this. Okay, so when you upload the models, you can give it a different texture, but you can also replace the material from here. That is also possible, right? And here is where you can edit the studio itself, actually. And you can choose to save and to exit. Save, then you will have your own customized studio. But I'm not going to save, I will exit directly. Exit shooting. And let me show you the photos. Okay, here from the album, let me check what are the photos I made from before. Right, like this one. Okay, like this one here. Okay, so different angles, you see. It's a little bit slow, right? The photos are actually quite clear. They are with the 4K resolution. So you can see very clearly, okay, from the different angles. These are the one I just showed, okay? And when you finish, you can also make some other changes for the photos. So we have the real-time tuning. This is the only place where you can make a little change of the light. So all the light settings are preset, but here you can change some of the light part. And let's see what we have here. The first one is the environment light, change the brightness and the color. And for others are the same. So you can only change the brightness and the color, like here. You see, it's for the environment light. If you want to give it a dust atmosphere, you can change the color a little bit yellowish, right? Like this. And the next one is for the night view, give you an even darker. And then we have the self-luminous, means if you have the light here, that is from the ceiling light. I don't know if you have noticed here, the shadow, right? That is for the ceiling light. So if you have some light on the ceiling, if you have a floor lamp, you can change for here. It means the light you have in the studio. And then we have the supplementary light to give it to the whole project. You see, like this. And you can apply to this picture only, or you can apply to the whole album. And then we have material replacement again. So when you're taking the photos, if you didn't replace the material, here you have a second chance to replace it. So even if when you finish the rendering, you can still change with a different material. You see, you can still change it and render one more time. So it gives you one more chance to do that. And then we have the landscaping. Here is just like a Photoshop function. So you can beautify the photos here, like to change the brightness, the contrast, the sharpen, to choose a filter, to cut it into different scale, right? Or to make the background blurry. So you can choose from here. This is like the beautify of the photo. And the last one is to add a watermark. Okay, so you can upload a watermark, just a picture or an image, right? And then you can apply it to your photo. It will be here, and you can move it. You can make it bigger. You can change the transparency. Maybe like this. And you can also apply to this single picture only or to the whole album. So I apply to this one only. You see, it's here. But for the others, no watermark, right? So I only apply to this picture. All right, so these are the things you can do. Some further addition you can do when you finish the renderings. Okay, so this is about the photo studio. And what's more, for all the studio, you can also make, for all the pictures, you can also make them into one clip here. So you can choose which pictures, maybe these three. So I want to make these three into a short video. And here there are some basic functions for the video edition, like choose the composition, add the watermark, get music, right? And the background. You can also add some text if you want to. And you can also give it an ending part. So for this ending part, you can upload your company logo here. You can text a slogan, right? So to make it the one you want. So it's like this. I don't think I shared the song, so maybe you can't hear the music. Anyway, so this is how you generate, not like a real video, but it's like different photos. Make different photos into a clip, right? Okay, so this is the photo studio part. And if you guys have any questions, you can also leave me a message in the chat box. Let me see. No more questions so far. Okay, so you're welcome to leave any questions if you have. How to get 14-day trial? Okay, so maybe our CSC can. So did you fill in the form? Did you fill in the form to leave your information, like your company name, your email address? So if you leave your information, I think our staff will give you the trial account. Okay. All right. So this is for the photo studio part. And let's exit. I will show you how to create the video. Okay, so if you understand how to make the photos, the video part will be exactly the same. Okay, it will be exactly the same. So we will also go to studio. And this time you can choose not the photo, but the video, right? So choose the video. And we have auto generation and make it manually. Auto generation means you don't have to do anything. You will use the video templates from this studio, and you will create exactly the same video. Just replace with your own product. Okay, so just like shoot the photos, you don't have to do anything. You can get the video. The second one, you can actually make your own camera path, how you want the camera to move. Okay, so let's see the first one. Auto generation, just click. And then I think you can preview the video, but somehow it didn't get it. Anyway, we will replace and shoot so you can preview how the video looks like. Here it is. The new product already replaced. Okay, it is, right? So if you like this video, you can just confirm. Okay, you can just confirm. And if you don't like this video, you want to manually generate one, or you want to modify some of the parts, you can edit video. Okay, you can edit the video. All right, here it is. You can actually see in this is the video templates. There are 6 different lens, 6 different lenses. Lens 1, lens 2, lens 3, and here lens 6. And then all the 6 lens combined together into the video we have seen just now. And you can preview each lens. Like lens 1, so you can preview this clip only, how it moves. You can also see from the 2D view, it's a straight lens. So the camera actually moves from far to close, right? So it's like this, from here to here. This is how it moves. And the lens 2 is also a straight lens, from far to close, like this. You see? I think I just accidentally, yes, it's here. And 3, far to close. Lens 4 is still straight lens, but it's not from far to close, but from left to right. Where is? You see, from left to right is here. It's moving like this. Okay, and lens 5, far to close. Lens 6, left to right. Left to right, right? So all the 6 lenses are used as straight lens. And if you want to give it a different view, or if you want to see the products from a different angle, you can also create your own lenses. So for here, from number 1 to number 6, you can delete the one you don't want. You can delete it, right? And then you can add more. You can add more. Or if you see this one, okay, I won't delete it, but I want to move it a little bit closer. You can like this. So the path will be longer, it will be moving until here. So you can edit the lens, you can delete the lens, you can add more lens. And let's see what are the other lenses are. The first one is straight, right? So this is how the camera moves. And the curved lens is like this. Okay, you can get the curve bigger, also smaller, or to the other side. And you can also get the paths longer or shorter. And this is how the camera moves, you see, with the lens. And you can also give it a focus, focus the lens. I will make the focus here, right on the bed. And this time, when the camera moves, you see the difference, right? So this is the curve. And for the vertical, that means the camera will show you from the top to bottom. And you can set the starting point. We'll start from here and the end point to here, right? So let's preview this one from top to bottom. Like this, right? And this is the vertical lens. The last one is look around lens. So look around, it will give you a range, you see, like this. So it's kind of like the panorama. I will move it larger, and this part like this. So you can adjust the range, how you want the camera to move, like this. Or maybe a little bit far away here. And the camera will be moving like this. You see? And you can get the range bigger or smaller. Okay, so this is the look around lens. And it doesn't matter how many lenses you put here, make sure the total time its width is 30 seconds. So if it's longer than 30, you cannot actually generate it. Like the one we have here is already 1 minute, 2 seconds, right? So you cannot generate it. The way to avoid it is to get the path smaller, right? To get it smaller. If you get it smaller, now you see 6 seconds. Smaller, 3 seconds. Or you can change the time faster. 1 second something, right? So you can, by adjusting the length of the pass or the speed of the time to get into 30 seconds, okay? So no more than 30 seconds. And then you can successfully generate the video. I will delete one more. And maybe this one too. Just look around. I will change it like this, okay? And how about I give them a little bit faster to make sure it's within 30 seconds. Okay, 27 something. And now let's have a preview of the very unique lens we just created by our own. Okay, so there it is. And you can also change for each of the click. You can change the brightness of and the color as well. And the pitch angle, the angle for the sun, right? So here you can do some changes for the sunlight. The range, where you want the light to come from. And we'll show you, you see? Okay, all right, and when you finish, you can click confirm to build, and then you can save the new video we just created. All right, so I think for now, this is enough for my part. This is how you use the photo and the video studio. And for the rest of the time, you guys can click on the link to leave your feedback. And if you have any interested topics, you can also let us know. And for today's content, if you have any questions, don't hesitate, just leave me a message in the chat box, so I will give you the answers. Okay, any questions? Everyone, you can click on the link to leave your feedback.